So Team USA might have taken a long route to get to this game, but they're finally here looking for that gold medal. It would be their fourth consecutive time, of course, if they come away with it. Set to meet France later tonight. France coming in undefeated in the games, 5-0, will play for the gold for the first time since 2000. Team USA, on the other hand, of course, they've been finding their rhythm the closer we get to the gold medal game, averaging in their last few games over 30 points a game when it comes to that deficit, a win margin. So these two clubs, of course, they have a little history dating back all the way to 1948. And if you remember back in 2000, that was the last time they met for the gold. Of course, Team USA winning that one by 10. However, France coming in with a little bragging rights here. They did defeat Team USA in the opening game in Tokyo, 83-76. I'm sure it'll be a little different this time around. All right, time to bring in Mr. Pick and Roll. Avery Johnson tapping in this AM. And, Coach, we already know the stage is set, France and Team USA, but let's look at some key matchups here. Looking at Jrue Holiday, the champ from the Bucks. Evan Fournier just got paid with the Knicks. Last game, he put up 28 points. What are you looking from these two going head-to-head?
Yes, Brandon, you're right. In their last game, Evan Fournier had a revelatory performance with those 28 points, and he was just so efficient. And the USA team's got to find a way to slow him down. And I think it's going to fall all on Jrue Holiday's shoulders. Sure, you can switch pick and rolls with, Tatum and Middleton. But this is about Jrue Holiday because he's the defensive stopper. He was the guy in the NBA Finals that slowed down the Phoenix Suns backcourt. He's a first-team All-NBA caliber player. But I think also, with Devin Booker offensively, he had a little bit of a hangover in that first game, but now he's really kicked it into motion. He was very efficient in his last game, 7 for 10 from the field, 3 3-pointers. So those guys that just finished up playing against each other in the NBA Finals, Jrue Holiday with his defense, Devin Booker with his offensive arsenal, throw in Middleton. I think those guys are going to be the difference in this game against France the second time around.
Definitely a different team from the first game that we saw there in Tokyo. But if you're looking at this France squad a little bit, who's more dangerous? Fournier, of course, their leading scorer, or Rudy Gobert when we're talking about the defense down low?
Well, it's obviously Fournier because he's going to have the ball in his hands 90% of the time. Gobert, he depends on other players to get him the ball around the basket, because he's basically a traditional center. And I know Fournier, after taking Tom Thibodeau's call in the middle of the night to really solidify that contract that he signed with the Knicks, he's going to continue to be very aggressive. He's very excited to join the Knicks franchise. And I know he desperately wants to win this goal. And I would say he's 1A, and then Gobert with his rebounding and defense and shot blocking ability. France is averaging, 43 rebounds a game, which was second to Slovenia. That's an Achilles heel for the American team. So I would say Fournier would be 1A and Gobert would be 1B.
Of course, Rudy Gobert, of course, a defensive player of the year over at Utah. What we've seen in the association. If we're looking at somebody to match up with a JaVale McGee, who was added late to this squad, chances he might have a big role in this game.
Yeah, I think, potentially, Coach Popovich and his staff may look at playing JaVale some spot minutes because especially in this first game, you got to remember Kevin Durant fouled out. He got in foul trouble earlier in the game, trying to match up with Gobert. So maybe give JaVale McGee some spot minutes, try to neutralize JaVale Gobert, maybe put some pressure on him in the post, try to get Gobert in the foul trouble, because I don't think Kevin Durant's going to be matched up against Gobert, and that's going to be a recipe for success for the entire game. And Draymond Green is a little bit too small. He's undersized. So look at the American team to maybe adjust a little bit, maybe play some more zone when Gobert is in there, and then find a way to attack him when he's on the defensive end, and don't allow him to just play that zone when he's matched up against Draymond Green, who's not necessarily looking to score.
All right, Coach, I got to get your expert pick before I let you go here. Who's taking home the gold in this one?
USA. USA wins this game by 8 points. We're going to win the gold medal, bring it back home. It's going to be a celebration all over the country for our USA team. We got off to a slow start in the exhibition in Las Vegas. We didn't have our entire team. 3 of our key players were playing in the NBA Finals. We lost in the first round, first game against France. This is the revenge game. We have some film now to break down, to figure out where we made our mistakes. We got the best team. We got the best player in Kevin Durant. Go USA.
All right, that'll be the first one for Pop and also the 4th consecutive for Team USA. We'll see how that pans out. Of course, tip-off tonight at 10:30 in Tokyo. As always, Avery Johnson, Mr. Pick and Roll, checking in with us on HQ.
All right, thanks.
Want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis. No yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.